do some exercises together to get our body warmed up. I have some jazz playing. Let me turn it down just a bit. All right, so we're gonna start with our stepping jumping jacks. And this is when we step out, put our arms up like we're doing jumping jacks, and then we step to the other side. And so we're gonna step up, step up. And so my hands don't have time to go all the way down. So just gonna stay up and clap as my feet come together. And we'll do this together. And let's do 20 of these because we're working on warming up the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and stop. Nice. All right. Our next move is going to be our speed skate. So this is when it's almost as if you're either on skates or maybe you're on skis, and we're going to step and kind of step behind. And so we're just going to step behind. And let's do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and back to center. Nice. So I like these moves. They get our heart rate pumping up, but they move all the parts of the body. So we're getting a lot of lubrication in those joints. Our next move is going to be a jump over. So imagine that there's something on the ground. You're going to jump over it, put those feet together. Jump over it, put those feet together. So we're going to jump to the left and jump to the right. And we'll do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and back to center. Nice. We have one more move together as we warm up our body, and that's going to be the quarterback shuffle. So imagine we're quarterback, we've got that football under our arm, and we're going to shuffle. So we do our shuffle facing forward, and now shuffle to the right. Shuffle facing backwards, and shuffle to the left. And back to center. Whew. All right, that was the first set, just warming up the body. Go ahead and take a breath. We're going to repeat that set, but I'm going to add a little bit of variation. If you want to stay hydrated, you can take a sip of water. Not too much though, we don't want too much water slushing around in the belly. All right. Our first move was our jumping jacks where we stepped. This time we're going to do our butt kicks. So as I step out to the left, I'm going to bring that right foot up and as close as I can, try to kick my bottom. And so I'm going to step, try to kick, step, try to kick. And so I'm really pulling on these hamstrings and these glutes together. So we step, kick, and we'll do 20 of these. And you're going to feel a lot of tension in these back hamstrings. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. All right, you need to rub that out just a bit. Mine get pretty tight with that move there. Our next move was our speed skate, and that's when we step behind, almost as if we were skating, right? Stepping behind, stepping behind. We're gonna do that same move, but we're just gonna add a little energy. So we're gonna add a hop. So we're just gonna hop as we do that speed skate. So we're just adding a little more energy, really engaging those thighs as we're hopping over. And let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and back to the center. Woo, good work, ladies. All right. Okay. And so our next move was jumping to the right and jumping to the left, but we're going to change that totally. And we're just going to lift that knee and tap it. We'll lift that opposite knee and tap it. And let's do 20 knee lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and down. Whew, all right. Our last move was our quarterback shuffle. This time let's jog. And so let's bring those knees up and we jog in place. Bring those arms, move those arms. And you can go ahead and if you want to do it like we did the shuffle, you can point in another direction. Maybe you'd like to see around your room. You turn around. Just kind of makes it go a little faster. Let's bring those knees up a little higher. Jogging in place, getting that heart rate pumping a little faster. And let's slow it down. All right. All right, great job. Okay, go ahead and take a breath. That was the last move in that set. Our next move, we're moving to some exercises, just using the body. So we're gonna be standing and doing some exercises. If you wanna go ahead and shake out anything, take a little break, a little sip of water. All right, I think we're ready to get started. Our first move is going to be a side lunge. So I'm going to step right to the side of my camera here. And we're going to step out to the side and we're going to drop down, touch our knees, and then bring that leg back. So this leg that's staying is pointing forward. And as I dip down, that leg is still connected, foot is flat. Feel a nice stretch all the way inside the thigh there. Bend down and bring it back. And we'll do 10 to the left and then we'll switch to the other side. 1, side lunge, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure this bending knee is pointing in the same direction as the toes. 7, 8, 9, 10, nice and deep, bring it back. Awesome, nice. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to scoot to the other side. So I mentioned that the leg that is stable is pointing forward. As I step, this foot also is pointing forward. So that knee is also pointing forward. Always make sure your knees and toes are in alignment. And let's do 10. 1, touch that knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down and back up. Nice, good work. Our next move is going to be a back lunge. So I'm moving a little closer to the camera. I'm going to take one leg, step it back into a lunge. So if you were to see me from the side, I'm going to step back and drop that knee down. So that knee drops down to the ground, body still upright, push those arms out. So I step back, arms out. Step back, arms out. All right, we're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and low. bring it back. All right, let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back up. All right. Our next move is going to engage the hands and the arms together, moving in an upward position. So I'm going to push my arms up towards the ceiling. As I do, one leg will rise up and back down. And then we'll do the other side, up and back down. And let's do 20. That way each side gets 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Whew. Okay, one more move in this set. Our last move is going to be our mountain climbers. So we just lifted our legs in the front. Let's open them up and do our mountain climbers out to the side. We'll do 10 on the right and 10 on the left. Go ahead and move your arms into scarecrow or goddess, cactus, whatever you want to call these. And we're going to lift one leg up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax those arms. Good job. All right. Okay, take a short breather. We're going to repeat that set with some modifications, but go ahead and catch your breath. If you need a sip of water.
I have a question on the lunges. Are you
Yes.
kneeling down when you go back? Are you kneeling down, or are you stretching when you do the back lunge? Are you?
I'm kneeling down. So when I step back, my knee is bent.
Okay.
And so I'm on the balls of my foot, And so that knee is bent straight. Yeah. Cool. All right. So our first move was the side lunge, and we went down and tapped our knees. We're going to do that same side lunge, only now we're going to tap the ground. So we're going to go a bit deeper. So I'm going to step to the side. As I step out, I'm going to go down, touch the ground, bring that leg back. And so I step out, tap, bring it back. And we'll do 10 to the right and 10 to the left. All right, 1, tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap the ground, bring it all the way back. Nice. Okay, let's do the other side. So let me scoot over here. 10 touches to the ground. Side lunge. 1, tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap the ground, bring it back. Awesome, nice. I could really feel that stretch on the inside of the leg there. Okay, our next move was the back lunge. We're gonna do that same back lunge. And this is the one that Wilson was asking about. So we step back, that knee is bent on the balls of the foot. That first time we pushed out, this time bring those arms up. Feel a nice stretch across the front of the body, all the way down that extended thigh. And we'll do 10 on the left and 10 on the right. 1, push the arms up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice, all right, let's do the other side. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back up. All right, good job. Okay, our next move was pushing the arms up as we did one leg went up. We're gonna do the same, only we're gonna pulse. So we're gonna go up, 1, 2, and back down. 1, 2, and back down. All right, and we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, pulse, pulse, other side, pulse, pulse. 2, pulse, pulse. 3, pulse, 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 pulse. 4, pulse, pulse. 5, pulse, 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 pulse. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, all right, good job. One more move in this set. The last move we did was our mountain climbers. And we began our mountain climbers with our arms in goddess or cactus pose. We're gonna get them up high. And so now they're gonna stay up high, stay up high. And we'll do 10 on the left, 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. And go ahead and release. Whew, good job. Last one in that set. Go ahead and take a break. Catch your breath. Sip some water. Our next set is going to include weights, so make sure your weights are close as we begin the next set. If you need to stretch out your legs, go ahead and make sure those legs are nice and stretched out after those dips. Okay, I've got my weights. If you want to go ahead and grab your weights. I'm going to keep a weight in each hand. I'm going to move into a very wide sumo squat position. So my feet are pretty wide apart. My toes are pointed out at a 45-degree angle, so are my knees. So open up the inside of those thighs, feel those thighs opening up. You don't want them to fold in. Visualize them pulling back. And so they're going to be moving in an outward position. Our first move is going to be a sumo squat. And so we're just going to have our weight, squat down as low as we can, and bring those weights back up. As you squat down, we want the weights to go down to the ground, but we don't want to lean forward for that to happen. We want to bend at the knees. So keep that back upright, tuck that tailbone. That's going to really work these legs. We don't want to add that back into this move. Nice and wide stance. And let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring those legs back up. Nice. My next move, I have a stance that's about a little wider than hip. Toes are pointed forward. I've got one weight on each hip. And I'm going to push across my body and then bring that weight back to my hip. Push across my body. So I have a little bit of a twist. My feet are not moving, but my hips are twisting as I move that weight across. And let's do 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and back to the hips. Nice. Go ahead and let those hands slide down. And now my hands are at the side of my body. I'm going to lift my arms up like airplanes. I'm going to pull them to the front. So as I'm in airplanes, my palms are facing down. I'm going to twist them to face you and bring those palms together. And bring it back to the starting position. So arms come up, twist, bring them together, and slide back down. And let's do 10 of these. Tuck that tailbone underneath, protect that back during this lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull them together and down. Nice. All right. So our next move, we're going to pull those weights up into scarecrow or goddess arms here. And from this position, I still have a little bit of a wide stance, but I'm softening my legs a bit. And I'm going to twist to the left, bring it back, and twist to the right. Bring it back. Your arms are going to get tired. Let's think about something else. All right. 1, both directions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, nice and strong. You've got this. And go ahead and relax those arms. Whew. We're going to go back into that same pose, but go ahead and take a break. Loosen up those arms. And let's bring them back up to that cactus pose or that goddess pose. This time we're going to tilt to the right and tilt to the left. And let's do 10 of them. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys have got this. I know they're burning, right? 7. 8. 9. One last one, nice and strong, 10. All right, set those weights down. Oh, great job. Go ahead and shake those arms out. That was the last one in that set. All right, we're gonna repeat that set. I'll add a few variations. Go ahead and take a short break. If you need some water, shake those arms out. All right, our first move in this set was our sumo squat. So let's go back into that sumo squat position. Nice and wide stance, toes at a 45, knees at a 45, weights in one in each hand. We're gonna drop down. This time as we push up, let's push those arms up. And bring them back down. And then we're gonna push those arms up. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, dip down. Remember that back is nice and straight. Tuck that tailbone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and tall, and bring it back to the start. Awesome. And bring those legs back in. Our next move was hands on hips, crossing the body, crossing the body. Very similar move, only now we're going to go out to the side, out to the side. So now we're engaging these little muscles again. I know they're tired. Let's do 10 of these. 10 is going to be both to the right and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Whew, good job. All right. So our next move was lifting those arms up, pulling them together, and going down. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add just a little variation. Let's lift up by the elbows before we open up and then bring it back in. And so all we're doing is just engaging one more muscle. We just got a little muscle back here that we're going to introduce into this exercise. So we start with the elbows, open up, pull them together and down. Just a really slight change there, but you're going to be engaging a whole new muscle. And let's do 10. 1, open up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down, nice. All right, our next move was our arms were in scarecrow, goddess, and we did a twist. And we're gonna leave these because these are pretty challenging just as they are. They look so simple, right? But so challenging on those little deltoid muscles. And let's do 10 twists. 1, both directions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest just for a moment. I'm going to bring those arms back up. But go ahead and let them just cool down for a second. Woo. I can feel some heat in those deltoids. And bring those weights back up. This is our side tilt. 1, both sides. 2, 3. Keep your tailbone tucked. 4, protect that back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, you got this. 10. Oh, and let those weights go down. Whew, all right, good job. Whew. We've got another set using those weights, so don't let them go too far, but go ahead and take a breath. Stretch out any muscles that need to be stretched out. Grab a sip of water if you need some hydration. All right, grab those weights again. Whew. In this move, I'm going to start with my arms in an upward position. I'm going to open one door and then close that door. So if I were to be facing sideways, your arms are going to start straight out. You're going to open the door and bring that weight back. And then we're going to alternate to the other side and bring it back. So again, we're holding those weights out. So we're really challenging these muscles in the arms here. And if you need to skip every other one or take a break, please do what your body is telling you. I know some of us might have some shoulder concerns and we want to keep those protected. All right, so hold those weights out and let's do 10. 1, and bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back and release. All right, good job. This next move is rather similar to one that we just did. We're going to pull those arms up back into that cactus, only now we're going to squish them together in a cactus position. Pull them back up and drop them down. And so, let's go ahead and let's pull them up this way because this is a move we haven't done. And so this is kind of like a bicep curl. So I'm going to shift it just a little bit to add a bicep curl. So my palms right now are facing outwards. So I actually have my palms facing out. I'm going to curl up into my cactus and I'm going to pull them together. Open back up and drop back down. And we'll do 10 of these. 1, push them together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bicep curl, push together. And release. Whew, all right, good job. All right. I'm going to take a little bit wider stance for this next move. Not a super wide sumo stance, but a little bit wider than my hips. I've got one weight in each hand. I'm going to have them between my legs. I'm gonna drop them down here just a little bit. So I'm just bending forward. Now I'm not letting the back round, I'm bending it at the hip. So you can soften your knees if you need to. And I'm gonna raise them up over my head. And drop them back down, raise them up over my head. And we'll do 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way back up and release. Nice. Whew. Our next move is similar, and I'm going to go across the body. So I have my weights, and I'm going to put them together on one hip, go across the body and back, kind of like our wood choppers, right? But our hands are together. Again, keep that tailbone tucked, protect that back. And let's do 10 to the right and 10 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Let's switch hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up, back to the hip. Awesome. Go ahead and set your weights down. Whew. Go ahead and take a break. Stretch out any muscles you need to stretch out, grab some water. We're going to move to the ground. And so I'm going to actually set the camera down so you can see me better. And I'm going to grab my towel. But go ahead and take a short break before we move to that position. So I know it's more difficult to see me while we're lying down. I will do my best to describe what we're moving into to make it a little easier. But if you need to poke up and see, please do. But we're going to begin lying on our back. We're going to do some crunches. And so we're going to lie down on our back with our knees bent. So go ahead and find that position, lying down. When we're lying down, we have a tendency to have a little gap right under here, under that the lower back. Tuck that down, and you do that by shifting your hips. And because our knees are bent, it's much easier. So tuck that abdomen in, push that lower back to the mat. That's going to help protect it. In our first move, we're going to do some crunches, kind of like the bicycle move. So my hands are going to go underneath my head. I'm crossing my fingers underneath my head. I'm going to take my left elbow to my right knee and then drop that foot back down. Then I'm going to take my right elbow to my left knee and then drop that foot down. So we're going to do 10 crunches, both right and left. 1, do right and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest those hands. Go ahead and take them out from behind your back. You can put them next to your body. We're going to be lifting the legs up. So if you want to set them underneath your hips, if that helps. I've got my knees bent. I'm going to take one knee, bring it towards my chest, and then bring it back down, nice and simple. So we're going to lift one leg, knees bent, bring that knee towards your face for a count of 10. 1, bring it back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. That feels kind of simple, but it's okay. Sometimes the simple moves are still really powerful. We're working these abdomens. Let's do the other leg. Lift that opposite knee up towards the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those feet. Both knees are still bent. I'm going to take one leg and straighten it. And with that straight leg, I'm going to do a leg lift. So you could choose either leg. So one knee is bent, foot is on the ground. The other leg is extended out. You can put those hands flat on the mat, or you can put them under your hips if that feels better. And let's lift one leg up towards the ceiling. I'm going to keep my foot flexed so I feel a nice stretch down the back of my calf. And let's do 10 leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let that leg go all the way down. All right, now bend that knee and let's straighten the opposite leg. And let's do 10 leg lifts on the opposite side. 1, keep that foot flexed. 2, 3, 4, keep that lower back connected. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that leg all the way down. Now go ahead and bend both knees. Knees are both bent. We're going to lift both knees up towards the face now. So this is going to be a little tougher. We really need to engage that core. Again, you're going to use these hands that are flat on the mat. You need to tuck them a little closer to the body. And let's lift both knees towards the face and then lower them back down. And we're going to do 10 lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower those knees back down, feet are flat on the ground. Okay, so now I am going to move to my side, and that's why I have my towel, because my hip's going to be resting on the mat, and it's a little bony, so I'm going to put a towel underneath my hips, and I'm just going to lay to the side, and your hand can go up under your head, or you can lay it down. It's okay either way. Go ahead and get comfortable. The leg that's on the ground can be straight or you can bend it. I'm bending mine. It feels a little more comfortable. The exercise is going to be to lift this top leg up as high as you're able to and then lower it back down. And we're going to do 10 side leg lifts. 1. Keep that foot flexed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. All right. So I'm gonna straighten that bottom leg, the leg that's on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and let it go straight. And that top leg, I'm gonna bend. Now I'm gonna lift that inside leg up. So now I'm really working the inside thigh here. You can lift it up, you know, if you don't wanna put your leg there, this is a lot harder, but I'm gonna let this foot rest. I'm gonna lift that inside leg up and rest it down. And let's do 10 inside leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Nice. All right. We're going to flip to the other side. Let's do the opposite side. So I'm going to have to actually turn my body so I can still face the camera here. You can go ahead and lie down into a position that feels good to you. Bottom leg can be turned. Top leg is straight. We're going to do 10 leg lifts with that top leg. Flex that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower that leg. Nice. So I'm going to straighten that bottom leg. Top leg's going to just find a place in front so that I have room to lift that back leg up. And let's do 10 inside leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Whew, that one's tougher. We don't often use those little muscles on the inside. So roll over onto your belly, push with your arms, push your body up onto your knees. So we're going to be on our knees for a little bit. If you want to bring that towel down to rest your knees on for a little more cushion. I'm going to be in a tabletop. My back is nice and straight. Palms are nice and flat. My toes are tucked because I'm going to push up into a plank position. Nice, strong plank position. I'm going to hold this plank as long as we're able to. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest those knees down. If you need to go back into a child's pose, just to stretch out that back, you can rest just for a moment. And go ahead and bring that body back up into table. We're going to do some push-ups. I'm going to do our push-ups from our knees. We're still keeping our back nice and protected. And so find the position. If you need to elongate just a little bit, we're just going to do 5 push-ups. I'm going to let you do your 5 push-ups on your own. My hands are nice and wide. I'm going to bend my elbows, bring my chest down, push my body back up into my tabletop position. And let's do 5 of these. 1, all the way down. Push back up into tabletop. 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Push back up into your tabletop. Nice. I'm going to stay in this tabletop position. We're going to do another plank. Only this time, let's go ahead and we're going to bend those arms, and I'm going to do my plank from my forearms. And so my elbows are down on the ground, my arms are flat with my palms. I'm going to straighten up my legs up on the toes, and I'm going to do my plank from my forearms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Drop those knees. Bring those arms back up into your tabletop. If you want to sit back into that child's pose, relax that back. Relax your body just for a moment. Back into the tabletop. Okay, we just got a couple more moves here. We're going to do one more plank and one more set of push-ups. So arms are straight this time. Let's do our 5 push-ups in a position that's comfortable for you. Go ahead on your own, 5 push-ups. 1, all the way down, back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, push back up, and let's do our last plank. And this time we'll just hold for 5. Push against those toes, body's nice and straight. Let's count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knees down. Woo. All right, go ahead and come to a sitting position. Great job. That was a tough floor mat exercise. We're going to do a few stretches before we call it for this class. And go ahead and put those legs out nice and straight. Flex those toes back towards you. Bring those arms up nice and high, and let's hinge forward. Don't let the back round. Back is nice and straight. Go as far forward as you're able to without having to curl the back. Breathe into that tightness. And go ahead and walk those hands back up. Let's do that one more time. Arms up nice and tall. And hinge forward. Maybe you got a little further the second time. Flex those toes towards you. You should feel a nice stretch all the way at the back of the leg. And bring that body up. Nice. All right. So I'm going to take one foot and I'm going to curl it to the outside if this feels comfortable for your knee. If not, you can curl it to the inside. This is going to stretch the inside of the thigh. I was folding it to the outside so I'd get a stretch on the outside of the thigh. But let's go ahead, but I know twisting the knee can be difficult for some of you. If you're able to twist that knee to the outside, we're going to raise those arms up and hinge forward. And it's okay if your leg is on the inside. It's still a nice stretch there. And bring that body up. Let's go ahead and bring that leg forward. Let's do the other side. Arms up. And let's hinge forward. And bring your body up. Nice. Go ahead and bring your legs forward. Let's do our arms just for a little bit. We really worked those deltoids today. And so I'm going to take one arm, going to cross my body. Other arm's going to assist in a nice stretch here. And go ahead and release. Let's do the other side. That arm crosses, other arm comes in to assist. And release. And let's do a side stretch. One hand's going to stay on the mat, other arm's going to come up, and I'm just going to lean. And this other arm can kind of bend, allowing me to stretch. If your arm is in front of you, try to pull it open so you feel that stretch down the front of your body here. And go ahead and switch. That hand goes down to the ground, other arm comes up. We'll lean over, open up that arm. And bring it back forward. Oh. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to sit comfortable here. I'm just going to do a little shoulder roll here. Really work those shoulders. I'm going to roll those shoulders out and just go the other direction. Rolling those shoulders out. In the position that I'm sitting, I can do a nice little twist. I'm just going to go ahead and look behind me, get a nice little spinal twist. And come back forward. Let's twist the other way. And come back forward. All right, whew, nice.